Yes, sir. It's about to go down. Happy Monday. I see you, Jamel. Salute to you, bro. Thank you for jumping on, man. About to go in, man. I appreciate you jumping on here, man. We're gonna just give a little minute, get a couple more people to jump on. But it's going down. Oh my God. I see you in the house, baby. And man, salute to you, man, on your new album, man. I gotta tell you, I'm very proud of you, bro. Keep doing your thing. Yes, sir. So this is what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna get started today. I'm feeling it today, so it's gonna be on right now. So first thing I want to say, man, thank you guys so much for jumping on this live. Every Monday, like always, I go on here at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and today, I was thinking hard about this topic because I try to plan things out ahead of time, and I got so many things to drop on you guys, for sure, bro. All day, baby, all day. So I have a lot of things I want to drop with you guys, and one of the things I was thinking about is, we've just finished the first 3 months of this year, and a lot of people are on the tail end of, their New Year's resolutions. And so I wanted to talk about getting back on track, and I really wanted to kind of just formulate this because I felt like it's super important for those that are started a New Year's resolution. Some people who've said they made some serious commitments, and I know like right now it's probably a hard time. We just had Easter weekend, and I'm sure a lot of you ate really well. It's probably the first time in a long time you'll be able to get together with your family and stuff like that. But I want to say, just for that alone, I'm glad that things are getting normal, and I hope that in your life things are looking good and promising. So the best thing I'm going to do about today is I want to make sure that we really start to think about when it comes to getting back on track, some of the things that we've been dealing with. And when it's all said before, we've all been there. We've all been there where we've come out crushing our fitness goals, really focus on a day-to-day, getting after it every single day, and then something happens, right? Somehow we lose motivation. Life comes up. I've had some stuff going on in my own life, or when it comes down to it, we have this holiday weekend where we just had this amazing food. Hopefully you guys were okay and didn't go too crazy on desserts and candy and jelly beans and all that kind of stuff like that. But we just have this moment, in other words, like something pops up and derails us just a little bit, right? Where we aren't in our normal routine, or we're not able to stick to the habits that we've built. So before long, we find out we're just off track. And so one of the things I want to just talk about today is as if this is you, you're not alone, right? And I promise you this, like the big thing right now about getting back on track is whether you fall off during the holiday weekend or if you took hiatus, during the winter. I know sometimes, I used to live in Chicago, and I know how tough it could be during the winter to stay on your grind. But what I want to explain right now is the simple ways to get you back on track and working towards your goals. And I want to talk about today, right? So whatever you decide to do to change or make that commitment, what it's going to take is point one. All right. What it comes down to, and I always start with this because, again, like I've always told you guys, this is the foundation of my programs, who I am, how I choose to lead my life is commit to yourself first. Right. Everyone has a reason why they started in the first place. So you might, when you start thinking about it, this is called your why. Right. So as a person, a why is individualized, and for them, it's about it could be about your kids. It could be about being healthier. It could be about just looking better. For me, there's a lot of reasons why. I think for me, it's the fact that I just feel better. The fact that, not only am I, exercising and doing the right things for myself, but at heart, I'm an athlete. This is part of majority of my life. I've been an athlete. And so, making sure that I stay active and stay healthy and continue to push myself really feeds into that. I think for some people it's hard, some athletes, because life has just changed. But whatever the reason is for you initially starting, your why should be a huge motivator for you. My why is tied to a lot of things. Not only is it personal for me, it also is part of what I do. I think that, I kind of think highly of this. I think at 42 years old, to be as active and be as strong and continue to have this motivation and to be able to do the things I'm able to do, prior to having, after having, ACL tear, ruptured patella tendon, triple hernia surgery, herniated disc in my neck, all those things that could happen to me, I could easily, tell myself stop and don't do all these things. But I realized that when I don't do them, I feel worse. Actually, my neck hurts worse and my body doesn't feel as good. And to be honest with you, these things motivate me. But most importantly, I want to be an example, not only to the people around me, but to my family. I feel like it's important that, as a husband, that I lead by example, and I lead by making sure that, not only do I take care of myself and help my wife where she needs help, where she told me she wants to get stronger, well, then she works out with me every single day. Like, I don't know if you guys hear this. Like, when I say this, is like she does workouts that I do. And at the end of the day, she said, I want to be stronger. I'm going to support that. But it started because of the consistency I had of just continue going and making that a part of my life. And the same thing goes to the way I eat and everything else. It's just by example. And at the same time, like I said this to you guys, and I'm going to say this to you again. Look at yourself, and then look, if you have children, look at your children. Your children are a representation of the way you live your life. If your kids are healthy and in good shape, I will tell you right now that that's a reflection of you. If they're opposite of that, maybe they're not in good shape, maybe they're a little overweight, it's a reflection of you. I believe that every time that I come across a family of some sort, no matter what it is, I can tell how they live their life, but how their children are. And I think it's a big aspect in terms of what we're talking about. Now, this might be a little touchy subject, but I don't want to just dance on the edge and not be open and be straight up. It's like your why has to be bigger than that. Your why has to be like, I want to make sure that my family is healthy. And like Jamel's saying right now, the point is like when it comes down to it, you just really want to make sure that, you're doing all the right things to be an example and to influence your family to do the right things. I will tell you, it's not just me. I grew up with parents and my mother who was very conscious. I was eating soybeans and eggplant and all that kind of stuff when I was younger. But she put that in my head. And, being the youngest of 4 boys, I got the most of it. So I will say that I was definitely influenced by my mother, and she's, well off and doing well as she's gotten older. Can't tell her age right now, right? But the bottom line is that she still lives that healthy lifestyle, and it still influences me to this day. So that's a big part. So when it comes down to it, it's easy for us to get caught up in our day-to-day routine. Whether it's a routine that's getting us closer or further away from our goals, that's besides the point. The point is that we're not actively and purposely thinking about our why. When it comes down to it, you need to reflect. You need to think about it. And this is something when I talk about Get Fit Boss and I talk about it's not just about your fitness. It's not about just getting in shape. It's about all of you, right? And it's your why. It could be a why to get in shape, but that why could be driving your career. That why could be the reason why you end up getting more energy, feeling more confident to go after the business or go after that next position that you've always wanted. I mean, it's bigger than that. And, unfortunately, sometimes that why is a health thing. Sometimes it's like, if you don't change right now, things are going to get really bad. And that is another reason for you to focus on why you need to get back on. And so when you talk about recommitting and committing to yourself, you always have to keep this why in the forefront of your mind. Of why you're doing it and what you're doing it for, right? Because if you don't, then you don't get the powerful help that comes with bringing it that why can bring to you. So this can also help you with motivation on days and times that you don't feel like you want to do it. I'll tell you right now, like I had a rough day today, and again, I'll be straight up. I think I'm having like some kind of back spasm, and I went to back squat today, and it felt terrible, and I've been feeling terrible, and I mustered through it. And to be honest with you, it got to a point where I was like, this isn't smart, and I felt bad. And I said to myself, there's no way I'm walking out of this gym with this kind of workout. So I finished strong. I did some other things to help my back. I did some cardio and all that kind of stuff. And I said, I will come back another day and make up for that. But the bottom line is like, I know what keeps me motivated. And I don't even like using the word motivation. I know what keeps me driven. Okay. And it's the thing is like, number one, I come on here. And this is a high level of accountability for me, okay? It's a high level of accountability for me. Because if I don't show up, what am I here talking to you about? I really believe that if you're looking for someone to guide you, someone that is going to help you get to the next level, they've had to accomplish it themselves. I've been through it. I've been able to go through the ups and downs, the lack of commitment, the injuries and all that kind of stuff and get right back to it. I've been through all that. I can use the same excuses, but just like you, when it comes down to it, I had to make a decision, and that commitment is how I live my life, right? And just like what Angel says right here, he says it's time to get back on it, it is time to get back on, and that's the bottom line. It's like there's no more, uncommitting to yourself or not being committed by your actions, right? But knowing your why, these things are going to help motivate you. It'll help you with your discipline to stick to your plan when you're tempted for like poor food choices. And it'll help you and have fulfillment, right? And have confidence so you can put it to work and see results. That's what it comes down to. And again, like this why, it's simple, but your why should be powerful enough that it'll keep you going when you want to give up, right? That kind of thing is kind of this thing that pushed me through today. It hurt. My back hurt, like seriously. But at the same time, it's like I wasn't stupid about it. I managed what I needed to do, but I did the work. And guess what? I came home. I did some stretching. I did some icing. I'm going to take care of myself and get right back to it. I'm not going to use that as an excuse to get me off. But if I do, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know why I'm doing it and get right back on. So if you haven't thought about your why recently, really take a look and take time to think about it, right? I would encourage you, take like 5 minutes, maybe even 3 minutes. Just take a couple minutes and put it aside and write down at least one why, right? And keep it in front of you so you can see it. Like maybe put it on a mirror, put it in your daily planner, your computer, something that you look at so it's at the forefront of your brain, okay? If it's a picture and you put why, this is my family, or some vacation or something else that you want to do, write it down. And please do not discredit the fact of writing something down and put it in front of you every day. It will help you in so many ways, okay? So the second thing, first thing is commit to yourself. Everything is about, I don't care what you want to do. It doesn't happen until you make a commitment. And then the second thing you do is need to take action. So make the decision and go. That's the second thing. Piggyback off the first one. If you feel like you fell off for an amount of time, and it's normal. It's okay. Like that happens. Now that you're thinking about it, get back on it. And you have to understand your why. It's time to go, right? Make the decision to start and start. That's it. Start. Let's go. It's not about sitting here contemplating anymore. You got it in the forefront of your mind. You understand your why. You understand what you're going after. Maybe you had a little, dip in the process, in the progress, but it's time to get back on it, right? Don't give up on yourself, right? Don't give up on the ability to make another excuse or a chance to keep going on the same path, right? That might be throwing away the leftovers from yesterday, right? That are unhealthy from your holiday weekend, right? Throw away the cake and cupcakes. I was mad. My wife got me a special cupcake. I don't eat them, but she got me a cupcake. I didn't eat it yesterday. And I said, well, maybe if I work out hard tomorrow, I'll eat it after I work out. And I came home and it was gone. It wasn't meant for me to have it. So it's all good. I don't need to worry about the cupcake anymore. But the bottom line, get rid of this stuff, okay? It might be as simple as going for a walk. Like walk out the door today right after this, or go to the gym. Go for a walk or go to the gym. Like get started, okay? Stop thinking about it. Or you can simply join my Get Fit Boss group. Like I just created the group where I'm going to help you with your nutrition, your workouts, right? Or you might get some one-on-one directly from me. But at the end of the day, you might get all three of them. But the bottom line is, the point is that you have to start. So start now. Let's go. Right? And I always say, you can adjust the plan as you go. You can make the plan even better as you go. But you cannot go back and start but you can't go back and start sooner. Okay? Which is what this is about. It's like you got to finally start. You got to see the results, and you got to get into a good routine. So make a decision to go. Right? I even tell you, when I say go, run, get it started. Let's go. All right. So this is the thing. The simple part is, and some people say, man, I just needed to talk to you, Zim. I just needed to talk to you, bro, because I just needed to get back, get my momentum back. Right. And I see you on here, Terrence. I see you, man. Thank you for joining. Dion, Angel, thank you guys for jumping on. But I'm telling you right now, it's a lot of people have been in situations where they know what they need to be doing, but for some reason they let all these things hold them back. Okay, let's just say you ate too much yesterday. You had a weekend where you went out and you drank, or you hung out and went on vacation. Okay, it's in the past. Let the past be in the past. Let's start today. You're going to get quicker to those goals by the fact that you're getting back on track right away. All right. So the third thing. So we've done, the first thing was commit to yourself. The second thing was make the decision and go. Right. Let's go. All right. So when I say get fit, boss, it's time to go. All right. When it comes down to building momentum, the third thing is build momentum by winning. Let's face it. All right. When we're off track, and everything else, when we feel out of shape, when we feel like we're just not where we want to be, where we're not confident or maybe even insecure, okay, I get it, right? Most people I know do as well. Like, I get it. Because the truth is that if we know what we're going to do, we know what we should be doing. And if we're not keeping our promises to ourselves, if we're not doing the work consistently, we don't feel good about it, nor should we, right? And this is one of those biggest things with me. I'm a man with high level of integrity. Like, I couldn't come on here talking to you guys if I didn't feel like I put in the work, where I've committed to the education and the experience and putting myself through it. Meaning, like, all these things I'm talking to you about right now, they apply to me. This is how, as I go through accomplishing goals, not just in my fitness career, but in my business and everything else, as a husband, as a father, is I always have to remind myself of all these things. Just this morning, I texted my wife a video that I saw, and I told her, I said, watching the video, and it was from my wedding, of me giving my daughters this promise. I was like, I'm going to continue working hard to be a better man so I could be a better man to my daughters. It applies in every aspect. I mean, when it comes down to it, it's like, I'm the man around here. And I mean that, meaning like, I got to show up. I got to do my part. I'm the foundation. That's how I see it. I'm not the head of the household. I'm the foundation that everything sits on. When it comes down to it, for me, it's like, it's all about this. So what I'm getting at is, and I don't mean to get off of track, but the bottom line is like, we got to make it happen. So what happens is, so how do we break this cycle of broken promises or excuses or bad habits, right? It starts with a simple action, right? Start with the next decision in front of you and make the right one. That's the truth. See, we don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be like, make every right decision, but we need to make as many as we can to build a positive momentum to get to the goals. For me, something that helps me out a ton is that it starts out with my morning routine. Okay. Now, I heard this about, these powerful morning routines from like people, and I've read the book, Miracle Morning, right? And how successful people are, how successful people use their morning routines. So, after a few times of hearing this, and various people that I know, that walk the lives and have the careers and and goals, they do start getting momentum going every morning. And finally, I decided to do it myself. And I started this months ago. Right? So like a few months ago, when I've truly committed, I decided I was going to start my own morning. I actually was getting up in the mornings, and I get to the gym about 5 o'clock, but I didn't have this routine that was like really helping me. And so what I started to do is look at how I can use this time for personal development, for self-development, to work on my internal discipline. So one of the things I wanted to do was like get up in the morning by 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And what I would do is take that time, and the first thing I would do is simply get up in the morning and drink like 16 ounces or more of water. Okay. That's the first thing I would do. And then I have a few minutes, and I would sit down, and I would I would meditate, and I'd take that time to meditate. And what it would do for me is really the busyness of my mind and the busyness of all the things going on. It allowed me to kind of have a little more focus. And in that time, I pray. And at time, I think about the things I'm grateful for. And these things help me start out my day in a positive way. And from there, I have other things I started to do. I started to make sure that I was reading, I started reading self-development books in the morning to help me focus my intention for the day, to make sure that I was ready to go, to make sure that I was growing me, right? And at the end of the day, I would make sure that I had some affirmations and things that I was positive about doing for the day. And I would stretch for about, to work on mobility for about 10 minutes, and I'm done. All that happened within an hour. And in that hour, no one is bothering me. It's in quiet time. I don't need to, no one's calling me. No one's interrupting me. I'm not getting text messages, any of that. It's for me. And I'm going to tell you like this. This is a great way for you to get yourself started again and get yourself moving. But simply what I want to tell you, it's effective. Okay. And you could do this anywhere. And it helped me in the early mornings routine and get me going. So maybe they will help you, but maybe a different plan will help you. I'm not sure. But whether or not, the main point is that when you're off track, the best way to get back on track is simply to start the next action, the next decision, and make a good one. So right now, if you're on here, you're on my live, let me make sure I get those hashtag lives. But I want to say right now, the truest thing to this whole point of what I'm talking about making sure that we start building momentum, okay, is making sure that you are doing the things that set yourself up, clearing out the way to make sure that you have the right mindset to go out about getting to these goals and starting over or getting started again. All right. So when we start really putting this to plan, when it all comes down to it, this thing is like when you're doing this, as much as you can, you're starting to build this positive momentum and confidence from, overcoming these bad habits, by overcoming these temptations and excuses that you will be able to execute and get closer to your goals. That's what I really want for you to accomplish. Okay. So when I think about the fourth thing and I think about what you could be doing is plan out your day for success. Look, I can admit it. Like I was not always about the best planning for my day and time management. I'll be honest with you. It's a skill that took some time for me to develop, and I'm still working on it because I feel like with the amount of things as an entrepreneur and as a online fitness coach, with the desire to help people, the best thing I can do is be better at managing my time because it allows me to be more effective and help more people. But when I talk about this, this is the whole point, is that because you don't have because you don't have to be a master as this gets back on track, you don't have to worry about this. It's simple, right? So it could be as simple as sitting down and writing out a list of things that you need to do to win the day. And that could be like making sure you complete things. I'm gonna tell you like this, like I even said like #complete, like just get it done. It's not about being perfect, get it done. So many things have been held up because you just won't finish, because you're trying to make it perfect. Get it done. Just like when it comes down to your workouts, just like when it comes down to making sure that you eat correctly, just get it done. Stop researching, stop trying to look for the right thing, stop trying to figure out whatever else is going. Just get it done. Period. Complete it. Tell me how many things you said you were going to do, but you never completed. And they're not because you just didn't accomplish it. You kept overthinking it. Just like your nutrition plan, your workouts, all that kind of stuff. Just get it done. Even if you got to just work out 20, 30 minutes in your living room, get it done. Okay? Simple things. Okay? It's not about having to have a gourmet recipe for your food because you want it to taste amazing. Just eat healthier. You guys know what this is. Limit the stuff that's going to be high calorie, high saturated, and processed foods, all those kind of things, and eat the healthier things. Just do it. Okay? So that's the number one thing. But either way, planning your day will help you succeed, because by taking time out, taking the time to plan out what you need to do will reinforce what's important to you, right? I even will tell you right now, and I appreciate you, Jamel. It's like, it's like the bottom line is when it comes down to it, it's like if you write out the things you need to get done, put them in priority, prioritize your day. There's no point of working on a bunch of things when they're not important. Work on the things that are important, that are priorities, because those are the things that will get you to the next thing, right? So make sure that you do that. If you go out through your day and you don't plan anything, you just kind of go about it, the day can end and you can be like, what did I get done today? What did I do? That doesn't help. And that's not going to help you get back on track either. So what you're doing is you're reinforcing what actions you need to take to work towards your goal. And then when you do these things, you can check on them, right? And it also helps to build momentum and confidence, because I know how I feel. And I'm telling me, I see you, Lori, on here. Thank you so much. Is when you start to think about it, the bottom line is you feel accomplished. You're like, man, I got something done today, And just like, Brendan's on here. Brendan, thank you, Brendan, for your comment. It's like, prioritize your day. What is it that you need to get done today? Stop thinking about, like, there's some stuff you want to get done this week. But when you say that, you got 7 days to figure that. What you got to get done today? What can you do today, even if it's small, to help you get to the next day, to get you to accomplish in a week? They always talk about, like, make these smaller goals because they add up. And the thing is once you start accomplishing these small things, they start to add up and they start to build up a bigger result. So these things are really important. So once again, most of us know what we need to do, okay? But when we're off track, whether it be for a holiday weekend, weekends on in, it could feel like a challenge or impossible to get back on track, okay? I get it. But we've been there many times before. And simply coming back to planning out your day is a great way to help you get back on track, okay? What I will tell you right now, when it's all said and done, like part of my program, a part of Get Fit Boss, is about helping you be a boss about everything you do. And I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about if you're here and on here and you're someone that's out there pursuing your goal, you're in sales, you're an entrepreneur, you're a leader in your company. Guess what? You working with me, you will get a return in your business. It's not just going to get you in shape. It's going to take you to the next level because we're going to talk about all these things that will help apply to you. And you can even share it with your team to get you to the next level. Okay. But the fifth thing I want to talk about, and I see you, Kevin. Let's go, baby. Thank you for jumping on. I got my New Mexico squad up in here. I appreciate you guys. So check this out. This is the thing. When we talk about the fifth thing is create more accountability. I can't say this more and more and more every time I go on here. The coaching I provide is about accountability and commitment. Without those two things, it's very hard to accomplish a goal. It's one thing to say something. It's one thing to start working at it. It's one thing to say that you're losing it. But do you actually complete it? Do you cross the line and say, man, I did it? That's the kind of thing that happens when you work with Get Fit Boss. That's what gets you to the next level. When you lead yourself and become that kind of boss of yourself that helps you accomplish the things that we're talking about. So accountability, it doesn't sound sexy, but it's the one thing that will help you reach the goals that you want. While it's not important, it says, well, it's not, while it is important to know your why, ultimately knowing you're not alone. Okay. The bottom line is that when you have to work, you have work to do. Give me a second. While it's ultimately you and you alone who will have to do the work to earn the results, sometimes it's hard to stick to the plan if you don't have outside accountability to keep you on track. Number one, that's how you work with me. That's how it's going to work. Okay. If you find yourself finding difficulty to maintain consistency by yourself, okay, look for ways that you can bring in support. You can connect with me. Jump on Get Fit Boss. This is going to be a community. It is a community that's going to be able to support you, to find out what you're doing, to make sure that you're standing up, you're showing up for what you say you want to do, the commitments you make. Okay. But this could be as simply as a text message to a friend at the end of the day to report your goals. Okay. You can set up a workout schedule with a friend or coworker, or even post it on social media. This is all the kind of things that keep you accountable. These are the things that I apply to myself. The reason why I do post my workouts, the reason I don't post my workouts only because I want to show people, hey, this is a good workout to do, but it's my accountability. It's my show up. It's lead by example. It's to keep me committed. That's it. And that's the truth. And I want to tell you right now, it's a way for you to help yourself. Now, the good news is you don't you don't need this to like this step to set up to get up yourself. What you can do right now is what you really need to do ultimately is you have to figure out for yourself what's going to keep you accountable. Okay. Ultimately, what you're doing is for yourself, and you have to do the work no matter what. Like, if I have to say this enough, it's like when I ask people, why is it that you want to join Get Fit Boss? Why is it that you want to lose weight? Why is it that you want to do these things? And what kind of commitment? What are you willing to do to accomplish it? And sometimes it's hard for some people to be like, man, I keep losing the motivation. It's not that. It's the lack of the why and understanding and not truly making a commitment. That's what it comes down to. Okay. But when it comes down to it, if you get started and you find out that it's hard to stay on track or hard to overcome these bad habits or struggling really to stick to the plan, then having some accountability could be a great extra layer of support as you're pushing towards your goals. Okay. And that's what I'm doing here. And this is what I'm doing. I come on these lives right now. And if I have on here Brennan, I have Kevin, I have Jamel, I have Lori. When I come on here, what I'm doing is I want to provoke you. I come on here every day, every Monday, and I'm talking about your nutrition. I'm talking about your fitness. I'm talking about you. And what the goal is to remind you every time you jump on here that you can continue doing the work. There's no reason for you to quit. And that I'm here for you every step of the way as long as you make the commitments and you reach out for help. And a lot of people sit here and stay on the sideline, like I said, week after week, cheering at other people. Oh my God, did you see how great she looks so good? He looks so good. Oh man, he's taking care of himself. He looks great. But what are you doing for yourself? Making excuses for yourself. Talking about the fact that, you got work, you got kids, you got all this other stuff. There's room in your life. You just pushed it aside. And so these things I'm talking about right now, and when it talks about accountability, it's really to help you see the fact that you can do these things. And maybe you just need to put yourself out there a little bit more. Maybe tell a friend, tell a family, hey, I'm going on this journey. This is what I'm going to do. And even if you want to, ask for the support. Can I text you? Can you check on me? And see what happens. But most importantly, join Get Fit Boss. That's the difference. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now before I finish this is that the group is set up. I'm gonna start inviting you in. And what I'm going to do, and it's just started, so you're going to get in. I'm going to start going in that group about 3 times a week. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer some specific training to help you so that you can get on track. Okay. I'm also going to help you with workouts. I'm going to help you with your nutrition. I'm going to be doing this, and this is a completely free group. This doesn't cost you anything, okay? But what I realize is that the close I make this group, the more that I can concentrate on helping you. And the point of getting you in here is, number one, make a commitment saying, Zim, like, I love what you've been doing. I've been going live since August, and if you just jumped on right now, I'm grateful that you jumped on. But if you want help, and you want to get better, get closer to your goals, I want you to join my Get Fit Boss group, okay? You can search it right now. You can look it up on Facebook. It's called Get Fit Boss Community. You will find it. Get Fit Boss is one word. And what I will do is, the people that are on this live, I'm going to start inviting you into the group. And the great thing about it is that we're going to start pumping this thing full of content to help you. And the best thing about this is that you're going to start seeing the other side of all this information I'm giving you to help you start implementing these things in your life. And at some point, you can decide whether you want to work with me closer. And so we'll have those things set up for you so you can make those decisions, those commitments. But when we talk about how to get back on track, okay, there's a lot of ways to get back on track, okay? And although the idea of get back on track is different, I can tell you the things I just simply told you right now help me, okay? And thousands of other people like you get back on track. So whether you fall off track on the holiday weekend, whether you fall off the holiday weekend or for years, the process of getting back on track is very simple, okay? Which is, let it be clear, simple. It doesn't always mean easy, okay? You will have your challenges. I get it. And we all do. So the whole point is, it's so important to watch out for common roadblocks that can get in the way, for bad habits that hold you back, or excuses that pop up in your head that make it harder for you to get back on track and stay on the track to your goals. And the good news is that you're not alone. With me and the commitment I've made with Get Fit Boss, with me being an online fitness coach to provide the tools and support that you need to help improve your fitness goals, I'm here, okay? And my goal, my mission is to always be here to help real people get real results for long term. I'll say it again. My goal, my mission is to always be here to help people get real long-term results. So whether at the end of the day, you're looking for some guidance and you've been on here right now, I'm telling you right now, it's time for you to make those commitments. And I see you guys on here. I appreciate you jumping on here. I will tell you this, that it's the 4th month of 2021. What did you say at the beginning of the year that you were going to do? I'm pretty sure majority of people that are on this live or watching this said, I'm going to do better. I want to improve. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get in shape. My question to you is, when I ask you and I say this to you, is, are you staying committed to those commitments that you made to start 2021? If you are or are you not, it's time for you to get on track. If you are, salute to you. I want to tell you right now, no matter where you're at in your fitness level, let me help you take it to the next level, okay? I make it so easy for you guys to connect with me. There's no you got to jump around and do all this kind of stuff. What you need to do right now, if you're on Facebook, is direct message me. Put a message in the comments and say, Z, I'm looking for some help. I'm ready to go. When I invite you into the group, jump in the group. Be ready. And I'm going to tell you right now, when it all comes down to it, these 5 things I talked about today are super important no matter what. If you're on track or off track, to keep yourself, commit to yourself. Like I said, number 1. Make that commitment to yourself. That's the first priority, okay? But no commitment means anything without you taking action. So the next thing is make the decision and then go, okay? The third thing is build up some momentum, okay, by winning. And when I talked about this, I really focused on making sure that you had that morning routine. I wake up in the morning and start my day out on fire. It allows me to start my day with clarity, calmness. I'm not in a rush, and I'm able to focus on the things I need to do, okay? What I also realize is I plan out my day. So the 4th thing is I plan out my day for success. I prioritize the things that need to get done. I got a lot of stuff to do. Got a lot of people to get back to and a lot of people to help. But if I don't prioritize my day and make sure I get those important things done that are going to lead me to what my goals are, this is what you need to start at, okay? Write it down. Take the time, okay? Put on a calendar if you have to. Whatever the need to do, but make sure that you're prioritizing your day. And the 5th thing is get more accountability, okay? It's hard sometimes to keep yourself accountable, but joining and working with me, I've told you my commitment. I let you know where I'm at. But joining the Get Fit Boss community is going to be a group that's there to keep you accountable, to keep you focused on the things you want to do. I'm going to pour more into that group than I do right now. I still come on here a little live, maybe a lot shorter, to attract those that aren't in my group. But I'm going to tell you right now, when I invite you, invite your friends, invite your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, your family, okay? And let them all know that I'm here to help you, okay? I think that I've proven to you that my commitment is here by my consistency and my willingness and my desire to want to help. And it's time now for everyone to start making real commitments to get closer to those goals, to start doing the things that are necessary. So I see you. I think her name is My Angel. It's a dope name if that's how you say your name. I see you on here. Let me put you on my broadcast. I appreciate you and Brennan jumping on. You guys from South Florida. Just like I said, put the word out there. It's time to get fit, boss. It's time to jump on to the squad. It's part to be a part of, the next step that you need to take to get to your goals. And one thing I will say this before I leave this with you guys is that, the reason for me coming on here, and a lot of the reason for me, and you guys will see, is I'm very passionate about this, and I say this with all sincerity, is I've worked as an entrepreneur, as a consultant for about 15 years. And I've been been an entrepreneur for the last 5 or 6 years, running my own business. I know how hard it is out there. I know what the grind is about. I know how it is when you have to, you got a goal, a quota. I know when you have other people that you have to lead and have to inspire, influence to help them be better, because you're a representation of them. Their results reflect on you as a leader. I understand that. But when I realized this is working in corporations, that I kept myself in shape. I kept myself focused. I always wanted to be better. And I always found something every time to get myself better. And then when I decided, I said, you know what? I knew there was something better for me. I knew there was something else that I needed to serve. I said, let me go out and help people. Let me talk about the commitments in my life and how they help me, and the lack of commitments and how they hurt me. And let me tell people, what keeps me going is the fact that I got the capacity, the energy, the clear thought, the drive, because of the way I take care of myself. I'll go to battle every single day with everything we all deal with, life and all the challenges and all that kind of stuff. But the thing that's different, the thing that changed for me, was the fact that I've made some real commitments in my life, and I continue to do that. And I continue to push myself. I continue to thrive. And I realize that the people that are around me, the people that are in my life, the people that influence me, those people want the same for themselves and for me. So that kind of community is what I'm building. That's the kind of thing that is going to take us to the next level. I imagine people that are standing beside me, walking through a door, and just with the confidence, you don't even have to say nothing. Your talent, your skills don't even have to show up yet. You just show up, and they see it exudes out your body. When you walk into a room, they go, damn, who is that? You know what I mean? The special thing about you, the thing that makes you unique, your skill, your talent, your heart, they don't even know that yet. They just see you and they're like, damn, that's what I want for you. And again, all I'm saying to you right now is that's what being a boss is about. Is that you got something strong, you got some special gift inside of you. Let it out. Stop holding it back. Get in shape, get fit, boss, and take your life to another level. Oh, man. I'm over spitting all on my computer. I'm telling you, this is what keeps me going. I'm going to say right now is that, no matter what you're doing, no matter what industry you're in, you deserve better. And it all starts with you. So that's what I got for you guys today. I really hope that we talk about getting back on track. I know if you're looking for some motivation, you got it. I'm always here for that. If you guys are looking for some guidance and coaching, you need to connect with me. You need to connect with me directly. So this is what we got today. Next week, I'm coming back on here, more fire, but I'm going to start looking for the invite. Jump in the group. When you jump in the group, let me know you're in there. Let's start off. When you come in, start off with something positive, because we are going to turn up, right? So I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for joining the live today. I will be going back live next Monday, 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. I'll see you guys then, and I'll see you in the group, and we're gonna get it in. Let's go. And by the way, I will be launching the first part of my program hopefully by the end of this week. So you will find out the information in the group. And if you guys want to do workouts with me, this is the time to jump on, and there's no better time. So I appreciate you guys. You guys have a great week. Have a great rest of the week. Let's go and make April amazing. And if there's anything you need, just get in contact with me. Let's go. Yes, sir. Hey, let's go. Jamel, I appreciate you, baby. Oh, Bo Banks in the house. Jamil, thank you, baby. Hey, I gotta get the rest of those songs, man. I gotta get the rest of those songs, but keep doing what you're doing, brother. I got a lot of love for you, man. I always support you, brother. All the way from South Florida, Brennan Bo Banks. It's the East Riverside, all the way out there, man. Continue doing great things, man. I don't get to talk to you as much, but man, I see all the things you're doing, man. I'm very proud of you. Yes, sir. Big Kev, man. I know you're out there hustling in New Mexico. I know you're doing great in sales, man. I'm so grateful to be able to help you, man. Keep doing a great job, bro. Lori's in the building. Consistency, I love it. I love you jumping on here. And Lori, if there's anything that I can do, like I said, look, jump in the group. I got you, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. Angel, man, I know you're off to the Coast Guard, man. Congratulations. I wish you all the best, man. We got a lot of work to do together, even though we're not doing the training together. I will be here for you, man. But stay safe out there, bro. And good luck to you with everything you're doing. Yes, sir. Let's see. Oh, my boy Dion. Thank you for jumping on here live, D. And staying committed, man. I know you're out there focusing hard, doing a great job with your tracking your nutrition, your workouts, bro. Really proud of you, man. Big dog, big bro. I love it. So, guys, this is what this is about. Get Fit Boss. It's going down. You guys want to jump on the Get Fit Boss community? We're about to build it. It's about to be something amazing. I'm super excited to get closer to you guys and help you out with your fitness goals. So stay tuned. See you guys next Monday. Let's go. 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. Let's go, baby.